Okay, let's wrap this thing up here. Well, before we do our little board meeting, for just our reports and what else we have for the board meeting, let's just give a little summation of our breakouts here, and just so everybody knows we're on where we're going here. Since you're first on the list, Michelle, did you or Eric?
Yeah, what I have on my personal to-do list that I'll start working on for the conference is trying to get that call for proposals out earlier, so people fighting a deadline. I'm going to get in contact with Frank Doer at MSU, see what maybe resources he can offer, and then try to find speaker resources, maybe some poster boards or poster stands so you don't have to haul from Helena or Great Falls. Yeah, make that a little easier. And then work on a theme for the conference as well.
Yeah, that's good.
And then we're going to try to get save the date out pretty soon, next week or so.
I think we'll push something out next week just to stay in time with what we've done in the past, and kind of like what we did last year that just basically said call for proposals coming soon, registration opening after the first of the year, make your hotel, here's where it's at, just so people get it on their calendars.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What is the date for proposal?
Announcement?
Yeah.
I think it's the 5th. We get a 5th?
Okay.
And then we'll start also looking at the layout of the grand tree and see what we can actually do with the space that we have there.
Yeah, the next meeting will be a good meeting to when we do that.
Yeah, and I was telling Eric, I'll look at our schedule from last year and look at the space and just kind of at least give you guys a skeleton to work from.
Yeah, so
Like to where things go, and then when you're there, you can actually see it, see if it'll work.
that's right, because you're not going to be there next meeting. So.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've attended some events at the Grand Tree. I mean, they've been smaller. They've only been using one room or so. But I'm kind of familiar with the space, and I think there's plenty of space. You just have to be slightly more creative with it.
Yeah.
Sure. Excellent. Anything else? No. Cool. Mike, you want to talk about what we talked about?
Sure, yeah, we had a meeting with Alicia and kind of created a plan to start sharing social media, and I'm going to put together a Word document or a document on Google Drive that I'll start sharing information to that Word document, and I'll ask all of you guys to share to that as well.
Right, for everybody to throw stuff in there.
And
We're going to have separate categories and stuff on there.
Yeah, we'll have categories, and we can just kind of create a base level of things that Alicia can use in her social media templates. So she's going to lay out the entire month of social media in a software called Hoot.
Hootsuite.
Hootsuite.
Remember what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, she's using Hootsuite, and she can lay out the entire month of social media. And so like Tuesday or Thursday, she'll already have every post set out, and then they'll automatically be posted. And she'll draw from this, I guess, repository of things that we have approved to share with her.
Exactly.
Social media.
Stuff on the list the listserv too as well. Should be monitoring that, she said. So
Yeah.
and what we want to do is we want to have Mike's going to try to get the list done, or at least the template of the Word document in Google Drive by Friday with some information in there.
Next Friday.
Next Friday, yeah, not tomorrow. Next Friday, and then on Monday, I was going to come up with some kind of with Jason. You mentioned that you had that template from your other company of. Yeah, if you could send that to me just so I can have a guide or something. And then I'll write up something for the strategic plan or some strategy for her for just a baseline of how she's going to move along with stuff. she sounds like I've got absolutely zero worries.
Yeah,
She's got skills in this, so I think she's really good at the job. I think by next Friday, I think we're gonna tell her, look, here you go. Start doing it. That's what we're kind of hoping for. So,
yeah. And she'll design like templates kind of based around Magip's logo and colors and we can get the sick beat in with social media posts.
There you go. Yeah. Whose phone is this?
Sketchy, isn't it?
Gotta be Rob.
So yeah, that's about it. That was about it for the meeting, but
Yeah.
I think we're moving forward, and that's a plus, I think. And, I think by next Friday, we're gonna start.
Once we get the ball rolling,
Exactly.
we'll kind of see the results.
I'm hoping, yeah, so.
She wants me to create a list of organizations that Magip follows or that
Or follow.
organizations that follow Magip. And that way she can start to like retweet or hashtag or like start tagging other organizations and kind of create a broader base of reach as well.
Right.
I think we do have a spreadsheet in Google Drive,
Oh, really?
right, of organizations, so that we try to reach out to you for comments. Can we add some?
Absolutely, put it in that document. Start putting stuff in that document.
It's a huge list of organizations that we reach out to. I know Megan has reached out.
There's
Is that one for exhibitors?
There's kind of a blanket list I use to send
That more-
to exhibitors.
That's
Yeah.
for
And
exhibitors, so.
you spent a lot of time a couple years ago really updating it.
Yeah.
Because it was really outdated.
Yeah,
But yeah, that
I don't know if that applies here, but that'd be a lot of research.
yeah.
Well, there's other, like, say.
I mean, it'd be more like, like the state library.
Yeah.
Probably some local governments and.
I figured the
That
associate
list could be
members.
very long, but.
But so what I'm thinking is that's great, that's our base, right? But one of the things that keeps coming up is EIS is pervasive. Throughout, different, through culture, right? And so I'm a member of the Trail Association. You're probably a member of the running association or things like that. And last night.
Yeah, exactly. I said
was
that
also
popped
a
in my.
member of the Trail Association.
Yeah, that.
We should start reaching out to the fringe.
Yep.
Not just straight technical stuff, but like all these recreation, different organizations, Nature Conservancy.
Absolutely. I'm hoping it would grow to that. I mean, like you said, we get the base going and then, exactly.
Yeah, like I know the Southwest Montana Mountain Bike Association, the lead trail crew, he just takes screenshots of Google Earth or Google Maps and then like hand scribbles in. When it's like trail work time, it's like, we're meeting here where the red line is. And so I was chatting with him because I know that he'd like to, just to kind of add to your example there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so let's maybe you have some, I have some, let's maybe throw some out on the table and get that conversation.
Mhm.
Yeah, put it on the list, put it on that document that. Maybe put one of those categories, additional companies to look at.
Yeah.
Tweet type of thing or something like that.
I assume we're already reaching out to like GIS professionals. Why not? Yeah. As well, at the same time.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I think every state's.
Yeah.
I think we kind of came up with a plan to have a quarterly email to all members asking for their content.
Yeah, just a reminder saying, hey, let us know how you're doing, what you're doing out there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that was a good idea too. Anything else you think?
Yeah, and adding I guess a social media submission form to the website.
Yeah, we were talking
So,
about
okay,
that.
I
Yeah,
guess back up though, I guess if we do ask for content, are we gonna point them to that submission form? I guess who's gonna go through it and actually like, hey, you may know what stuff? Is that your plan or are you just gonna get all those emails of, like from city proposal or from the county, like, oh, you like this people? Or have them actually fill out the form to be considered? Yeah,
I guess we
That's
didn't
something we'll
come,
have to work out.
yeah,
yeah, the form might be easier idea, for sure.
yeah,
I don't.
I
Then,
agree.
then it's the consistent, yeah, then
Yep.
it's consistent information, consistent information,
Yep.
it's in one place, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
One format.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then if it's like, yeah, we don't want to post this.
Right.
you just delete it.
Right,
Yeah. Where, I guess I wonder where that would be deposited to, like, is that a spreadsheet or what submissions would go?
Yeah. Yeah, it's-
that'd be a wild, well,
yeah, it's just-
wild apricot thing, right?
Yeah.
If we did it through.
Well, we're gonna put it on a website, so I'm assuming,
Well, we could use that wolf up to,
Yeah, I said
Okay.
the loop,
Okay.
that form goes into the Magip Gmail.
okay,
Request for assistance.
but I don't know, I guess I'm not familiar with that site, I don't know, some sort of dashboard on their end, so.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I can look. I mean, I can look at it.
Yeah, I just would hate to like go through a bunch of emails of every submission, all like the request for assistance. I think there's customization. Isn't it? I think we probably just have to set up anything that's, once the form is completed, it just sends the form to the thing.
Yeah.
Instead of going to a repository and looking for 50 submissions, I would hate to look at 50 emails and essentially the same thing.
Right.
right. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
or we can use survey, or we can use survey 123.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. That would at least count.
Yeah.
So well, not our own, but.
So,
Survey
Survey
monkey,
monkey.
survey monkey, yeah, yeah.
Good. Anything else?
I think so.
I think I kind of covered it.
Yeah.
Jason?
I did reach out to the other board members for that document, the communication strategy document. So I just want to get approval before I send it. I don't think it's just a format.
Absolutely.
Should be fine, but
Absolutely.
I wanted to reach out to them first. But yeah, so Rob and I kind of formulated a response to Marl's as well as our anticipated email to membership regarding their review and approval or denial of their proposed legislation. And then a plan to, after we receive the results, how we'll respond. And then we also spoke about potentially implementing credits for folks that attend the conference or for workshops. And looking into that
What do you mean by credits?
accreditation for attending.
Yeah,
So
so,
you talk about the
if you're-
GISP.
and so this,
A lot
this
of,
came out of the education committee a while ago. And for teachers, it's important to get continuing education credits every,
Yeah, okay, I'm sure about that.
every couple of years or so. And so there was a period of time when we were trying to encourage teachers to attend the conference. And so we made it possible for them to get continuing education credits through MSU for an additional $25 charge.
Mhm.
Right, so we were thinking about the workshops,
Sure.
and we could extend that concept to the workshops.
Right.
So if people, if that's important to you, or if you're not a member of an organization like this and you're interested in the GISP, you need that stuff.
Right.
So that could be an option.
Yep.
So the way that works is once we have the program for the conference, for the workshops, I take that and I submit it to MSU. They then review it and look at the number of contact hours that are in there. And then they say, well, that's worth, 2.5 credits. So if you want those credits, send us a check. So that was done. It's interesting to talk about it because that was done on an individual basis. But potentially, I think we could probably set that up with them through registration. Like when you go to register, maybe there's an extra button that says, yes, I would like to pay $25 more to get those credits,
That would be a good spot for it, I think.
right?
Yeah.
And so then we would have to coordinate with MSU, potentially send them one check Then they send us certificates for all the people that we list.
Cool. That's an idea.
Understand college credits for instructors. So what, in what scenario?
So the way they look at it is you're coming to this technical conference and you're getting an education. Right, so you're essentially sitting in a classroom for 20 hours. Right? And it goes- Yeah, continuing education.
Yes, they're not college
Units.
credits.
Units.
Yeah. So it's points towards redoing your license or your certificate.
So,
Or maybe some sort of license. like, great.
and so yeah, that's why we haven't done it lately, you know, because it was focused on teachers, but
And
you
then
know,
also-
we're just kind of jabbering and it seemed like that could be more appropriate.
I don't know if we did Helen of the Road, Great Falls.
We had a big teacher.
Exactly, yeah, Lewistown came over, yeah, so basically it depends on our audience. That's true. Lewistown brought a bunch of people.
So would those apply to like, I know like civil engineers have to have continuing education credits to recertify their engineering licenses. And some of those people want to learn GIS. So do you think that those credits could be applied to engineering recertification? Or is that
It's hard for me to answer that, but I think it's worth maybe posing the question to some of our members who are looking at it.
But is it up to the school or the college to say, okay, these credits could be used for certain things? Or are they just basically giving you the credits, use
They're
them
just
now?
giving you the credits, you know, if you're a teacher, you know, chose you to sit on the beach the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's a process,
Yeah.
you know, but it's something we can pursue if we feel like it's worth it.
Anything else, or just?
No, I mean, I'm more than happy to share what we came up with for the board regarding the questionnaire response to models, or I can send it to you.
I think that the good thing that Jason and I did was essentially establish a process for these kinds of things in the future. Right, so we get asked, you know, this kind of thing. We review it as a board. We then communicate that to the membership, and we ask for their input. And then once we have their input, we'll summarize that input and send it back to the membership, and then send our response back to the organization. So there's, you know, some short emails for each one of those steps.
Sure. Yeah, probably send that out. All right, excellent. I mean, that's definitely what the breakout sessions are for. Sounds like all great information. We just need to start something forward on it. Move forward on these things. Well, let's just get to the board meeting here. We'll finish up today. All right. Do I have any, has anybody seen the minutes for last month or have any objections to the minutes from last month? If not, I get a motion to approve. Thank you. Second. Everybody say aye or all, how did I say that? All, not all
All in
opposed.
favor?
All in favor, that's it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, they pass. Huh?
A long couple days. A lot of things discussed.
Yeah, well, that's true. Strategic planning meeting, just an overview.
Eric's not on, is he?
No. Oh, that's right, he's at
Oh, that's right.
the MIF. I don't know, any thoughts on this meeting? I thought it turned out pretty well. I haven't had any complaints. The hotel was great, I thought, minus the whole situation.
Actually, this is good.
But yeah, any other thoughts about the meeting at all? I think it was real great. I'm glad everybody showed up eventually.
And I think these are great and productive meetings. Continue to promote them. I highly encourage everyone that can to attend it because there's just nothing. I think it's just they're always so productive. To me, I mean, continue for another day. We have so much content to review.
I
We didn't
agree.
even get into a lot of things, but I think it's a great opportunity for us to get together and collaborate.
Yeah.
And as a group, just move forward with
Right.
with things. So,
Yeah.
thanks for all your work with getting a place and organizing and stuff. This is fun. It's a great place.
Wouldn't go as far as saying fun, but yeah, it worked out well. So,
Yeah, I agree with Jason. Right? There's nothing that replaces in-person planning session.
yeah,
It's always very productive. It's always nice to see everyone together and collaborate for two or a long period of time. Typically, around the call for so.
well, on that thought, then I guess since you brought it up, do we think that 2 days is not enough anymore?
I think 2 full days would be good, right?
Extending the
We
second day maybe a
basically
bit
have like
further.
one long day, the way we have it now.
Mhm.
So I would personally be in favor of, yeah,
Just one night,
Maybe
still, but
departing.
less travel, and more time spent doing work.
The second day, maybe go through like 4:30 or something like that, so you have that extra.
yeah, but then you're driving late, depending on where
Yeah,
you're coming from. So,
But that's what I'm getting at. Maybe we don't find locations that are easier
well, that's not,
to navigate.
well, I mean, you got sure, we can have it in Missoula every year, but then I'm driving 6 hours, kind of thing.
Well, something central.
Yeah, I know.
well, the longer folks could always stay an extra night too. I mean, we can always make that an option, make the second night.
Oh,
If you're on the other side of the state,
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
See if we can put that in the budget or something. That's a good
Yeah.
idea, yeah.
so yeah, I think it's something like this should agree, we probably should up the budget item a little bit on it.
Sure. I mean, I'm not here to approve anything or anything like that, but I just throwing this idea out here.
So when they built you on this space, though, did they bill you for the 2 days or? is it
We
an
paid for the
hour?
meeting room for both days.
Yeah, so we already have the facility through the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I've told them that we're gonna be done about 1, 2.
Correct, so I guess.
Yeah, no, you're right, though.
In most models, that's probably like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do it, but probably still pay for 5.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm
You
not,
know, what-
yeah. Yeah, it was not by the hour. It was a
Okay.
one-time fee type
That's,
thing.
yeah, that's the, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's food for thought for next time then.
I think for Sealy though, I think we just have for the 1 day because, or when we were expecting to be out, they could have actually had a thing to so that's, then it kind of goes on the check-in, check-out process. Of
Right.
We were able to get in, when we did because there was no one previous night, so.
That's one. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we had 2
But if
days.
somebody was staying at the lodge that we were at, we were temporarily gonna have, and that was the backup plan, we were gonna use the Blackfoot for the interim time and then move over. If not, or just do it all there.
I see.
That's what I was just crossing my fingers, no one to rent that lodge.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of it depends on the location.
Yep.
too,
Mhm.
and I mean, we can always do 10 day, but
Right.
it's awfully early for that folks, and then
Right.
even extended. I mean, there's been times historically with some of these retreats that will go till 6:30.
Yeah.
And not even notice the time.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
So
exactly.
we can always extend that a little bit.
Yeah.
Too, and then, so, I mean, there's ways, but.
And it depends too. I mean, I think we kind of know going into it that essential things we need to talk about. Those things change from year to year,
Absolutely.
so.
Yeah, I think having it around you next year, you can essentially to the future.
Yeah.
Or at least it gets us folks out of Helena too, so I would say Helena, but.
Well, we can suggest that to Jeff Sprock, but that,
Yeah.
it's up to him.
Because then that's not like too big of a distance, I think, for everybody, so.
Okay. It's a 3-hour drive for me.
Yeah, it's palatable though. It's
But no, I mean, we'll throw that out to Jeff, see what he says about that. Yeah. Okay, we do have a couple decisions that we'd like to kind of approve or disapprove on from our talk yesterday. I know Eric wasn't here for that, but we discussed about putting a job board page on our website to kind of consolidate all the job listings into one spot. As we were talking about it, and actually today at our members meeting, talking to Alicia about it, I mean, she was all over the fact that, yeah, as soon as I see that on the listserv, I'm gonna be putting it on social media. And we're like, yeah, I think our consensus is that we don't want to do this, put it on our webpage. We think it's gonna be redundant to what we're already gonna be throwing out there.
I'll make the motion now. I say we just can it. It's not helpful. Yeah.
Anybody else want to second?
I think it would, like you said, it would be redundant now that we kind of talked about a little bit.
Yeah.
further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other comments? No? So we got a motion to not do it. Anybody want to second that?
I'll second it.
All in favor? Anybody opposed? All right, sounds good. So we're not gonna do this then. Lastly, we have a request for assistance. I think it's a meetup, if I remember reading that correctly. That Emliak Aaron,
Do you have your email
I
I have it, do
don't.
you want me to read it?
Yeah, can you read it, please?
Yeah, it's Helena area, it's from Aaron.
Yep.
The Montana State Library, Helena area, Magip geospatial professionals meetup. State agencies will be meeting with Esri to do annual project planning prioritization. We would like to host a meetup during this time and invite all GIS professionals from state government and Helena area to a brewery. Main purpose will be to reconnect with our colleagues, network, discuss new and exciting geospatial activities and recruit new packet members. $250.
Yeah, she's requesting 250.
Is she extending this invite to all the professionals?
Yeah,
in
it
the
sounds like
area?
it sounds like it's everyone.
Yeah,
Just,
the wording was kind of weird because
Yeah.
she's like
Yeah.
invite all
Just
GIS
state.
professionals from state government
Yes.
and Helena area.
But then
Yeah,
later.
it'd be and Helena area.
acknowledge it's.
Well, you guys are different kind
Oh.
of people, you know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's an opportunity. She knows Ezra's gonna be in town. Let's get it.
Yep.
in
Yep.
there. Yeah, let's have a party.
Yeah, I feel this is a good thing to do. I have absolutely no issue with promoting this. I mean, we have that in the budget kind of thing, don't we? So,
yeah, it's one of our first requests. Right, so.
yeah, I'm definitely in favor of it. Anybody else got any comments? No? Okay, all in favor? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I should have said a motion. Yeah, anybody motion to approve this?
I'll make a motion to fund this. Mega station.
Anybody want to second that? Thanks. Yeah, sorry for the reverse protocol here, but all in motion or all approved? All in favor?
I,
Yeah, oh, good. Anybody opposed? All right, good, we'll pass that. So what is the process then? We just send her an email back saying, hey, we're good to go, and just tell Nate to cut her a check?
Yeah, well, it'd be reimbursement, so we should really that to yeah, say the receipt.
Okay.
Send to us. And then we'll-
who replies back to her?
I can do that, or you want to do
Is
that?
it generally the president or is it?
I think it's, well, sometimes it's from the secretary, you know,
Okay.
other words, yeah.
Yeah,
So
just wondering what.
sometimes it's just whoever sees it first.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and send that to her and let or no, we're good to go with that.
Oh,
Huh?
I'll send it from the beginning.
Yeah, go ahead, tips.
Is there a date associated with it?
Yeah.
So, so we have our board meeting that day,
Oh, that's right.
but,
So,
you know, it's early. Yeah, I don't know what time she's talking about. I'm assuming she's talking about the evening.
yeah, if they're going to a bar, I'm assuming they're gonna,
So,
Not at lunch.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, right. So, yeah, so it's a possibility, I mean,
so I'll
so,
ask her in the email response at the time.
Okay. and then, so we do have our next meeting, it's in person, it's in Bozeman. So keep in mind, if you're interested in going to this hub thing with Esri, that's in Helena, so it's a little distance drive, but, I mean, you would be able to make it because our meeting's only till 2. But just keep all that in mind if you plan on making a trip there.
Yeah, well, we're also doing the tour after this, so probably around 3.
Oh, yeah, we'll be done about 3, right? So, all right, let's just get through the reports here and then we can probably call it. Nate?
Yeah, I guess not too much to report. I guess one thing, I'll just, we have $800 set aside for GIS meetups like this, and so after this one, we'll have 600.
50. You might want to think about that for the GIS day then.
Maybe with $200, then we can cleanly have 3 more meetups.
Yeah.
I think that we'll get requests for those.
You want to change what we approved then?
It's not that big of a difference. But otherwise, we can't, it's not a clean way to cut up 800.
Oh, is that all we have left? 300?
Yeah,
That'd be fine.
That's what we were.
650 after that.
Yeah, did we, so like the stuff for the conference, did that come out of it?
Last year?
No. Well, that was last year.
No, oh yeah, no, this is clean, like we budgeted $800 for the entire year.
Okay.
For
I
meetups?
think
I thought we had,
200.
are you sure we did? What do we, is that we increased that amount from previous years?
2022 was $800, and then we kept it the same for. Do you remember something?
Well, it's like, I remember that one year we had 4 GIS days. I wonder how we funded on 4 other ones.
Well, we went over it at that point, we're just like, you know, we're gonna fund them anyway, you know, we're just gonna go over.
Yeah.
And deal with it. I will stick with the 250 right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, probably for our GIS days, we probably look at, you know, who's doing them and probably evaluate that.
Yeah, at that time, yeah.
But if we're getting back to these meetups again, we want to think about upping
Yep.
that amount.
Yep, that will be something that we probably, I'll put a note
Which,
down. that
which
we
we honestly, when we go to do the amendment, we could just stick with the amendment, you know.
That's exactly
You know,
right,
Anticipating, you know, a larger amount of requests for GIS days.
right.
Okay, well, where's the money gonna come from, and what are we gonna
Increased
take,
membership,
what are we gonna take it away from?
increased membership.
That's already spent. Yeah. So I mean, not opposed, but I think,
Well, it'll definitely be a conversation we're gonna have to have when we do the
But I think
amendment.
still had an extra 1,000 that was still, we're like, well, let's do this. extra
Yeah,
1,000.
if we raise the membership by $20, we're projected to have like $1,000.
Yeah, that's not.
Right,
But that's
if, when,
yeah.
Well, that,
exactly.
well, all this stuff is subjective. We all know. that.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly,
You know, we don't even know like what our conference numbers would be like.
right,
You know, that always comes back to the bottom line of our budget, you know?
right. But Nate, you're gonna have to, if you could redo the budget with the new, I mean, we're agreeing to the $50 now, and the student scholarship, where the student fees going up too. You know, and resend that out to everybody, so we can take a look and see what it's gonna look like. And stuff.
Well, we're gonna meet one more time with the task force too, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're probably gonna have comment
What's
about
that?
it. but-
They'll probably want to see that budget.
Correct,
Yes,
yes, correct. So it'd be good.
yeah, and I probably want to have that, I'm probably gonna try to set up that task force meeting before the October 18th. So just keep that in mind, that I have something set up before then.
I'm wondering, for like, you know, the membership fees start something like that, then we will know for sure what we have. Right, because if it comes in staggered, it's difficult to.
Yeah, two of the associations I work with, their renewal years July 1 to June 30. So just every year, now that doesn't mean everybody pays on time, but, and then you guys and then one other one just do it by joint.
Yeah.
So it just depends on them.
Right. Anything else? Lee? That's it. Rob, anything?
Nothing beyond what I reported yesterday.
Mike, just basically what we were talking about today, really.
Yeah. We talked about the communications associate position, and we've already talked about some of the things that I'll put together for next Friday. So report on that next month.
Yeah, excellent. Eric?
Yeah, I think the rundown of the breakout session we just had is
Sure.
all I really have to report on. Just from the, and also reach out to other folks around Bozeman to maybe get on the committee for the conference and talk to my team and see who's interested. And
Yeah, and we were talking about, putting out, save the date type of thing. I mean, immediately that can go out on our social media too. I mean, that could be something
Right.
that dives right into that, so. Yeah, well, that's excellent. Jason?
Yeah, similar
Yeah.
to the breakout sessions, but yeah, I'll forward the email that we have ready to go to Marls and the anticipated survey.
I don't think we need to approve it. I don't think as a board, it's just something that everybody should just be familiar with.
What we wrote and
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you will see.
Yep.
When we send out the survey.
Yep.
And then, yeah, we'll start probably within a couple of weeks, we'll start reaching out to some potential workshop instructors and start getting on the radar.
It's that time of year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like,
October last year is kind of initially first contact. So, and then we're closely there, getting stuff that's
Yep.
Seven months away from the conference.
Yeah, Eric and I talked about that, like that, when you guys meet in October, that's kind of your kind of inaugural kickoff meeting, right? And then we'll have start scheduling regular planning meetings once we have that. I know, it's not that far away.
No, it's not.
Life goes by fast when you live conference to conference.
So Megan and Eric, obviously we're having issues with the website. So we're obviously going to be talking to Megan about that.
I know, I emailed her and the guys at Wild Apricot said that, I don't really understand it. Geoff said that our domain, he said the domain is included in our renewal, but not our custom domain. He said, I'm confused. He said, your Wild Apricot website is part of your subscription, including the default domain, but your custom domain is not sort of third party. So maybe we should have GoDaddy. I don't know. So I emailed them.
Did that give us like the Magip.org then?
So the default domain is magip.wildapricot.org/admin.
Yeah, it's a proxy. Where did we get to makeup.org? Did we not renew
Well, with who?
Well,
with GoDaddy?
GoDaddy. I guess we may have misinterpreted their domain.
Yeah.
So our new domain is through GoDaddy?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been for a while, but
Maybe we need to figure out that. How did that come about?
yeah,
Nate?
we got rid of GoDaddy.
And how did that come
just
about? Why
last
did,
year though, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
why did we get rid of GoDaddy? I don't remember.
We weren't really using
I
it.
think we
with
were
all-
under the assumption that we were covered for Wild Apricot.
Right.
And then what's is that what the SSL
Yeah,
certificate is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have our SSL certificate through Wild Apricot now. But so we no longer need this one.
Yeah.
Who did that come from?
Megan.
Oh, so hopefully Megan can help.
Yeah, I
shed
think,
some light. I've sent her all the
Was that
emails.
just recently?
No, that was last.
that was like last,
That was
yeah.
November.
Okay.
when we decided to get rid of that, yeah.
That's the plan.
But I mean, it seemed like it literally yesterday it just dropped, right?
Like in the middle of
Yep.
In
using
the
it,
middle of using it, so I
Yeah.
wonder if there's a
break, it breaks period.
Yeah, maybe. Michelle, I mean, Eric is at the Amniac meeting, so he'll have to give us a report next time.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything new.
Nothing new.
We've all covered, yeah.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys being here and making the trip out and everything. And I think it went well. I hope you guys think it went well.
Yeah, it went very well. Like this town.
And then we have,
We've got some cool bars, our most productive meetings.
the snack bar, yes,
That's no great.
and Snow Creek.
I like Snow Creek.
Was that the one we had first time?
Yes,
Yeah. Oh, over in the back area.
yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's about all I got then. The motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make the motion.
Anybody want to stay?
We have the room all day, right?
We got here.
All right, let's go. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I am balancing.